Welcome, everyone. My FPS is already taking a hit. Lovely. Not even in the game yet. Oh well, we already know there's going to be terrible lag. We're just gonna have to live with it. And let us leap right on in. It is indeed time for dim walls. Last time we made the ceiling nice and vaulted so that it's almost impossible to not want to look up and see how vast this room has become. And it is finally time for us to start turning our attention to what on earth is going to happen with these here walls all the way down. I have a couple of ideas, but now looking at what kind of ground I have to work with, I'm not 100% sure if the alcoves that I want to make is going to be particularly effective. I mean, I suppose if I boost this section up, I can have an alcove here, no problem. This is going to be pretty much impossible. But I could plug in a second alcove here. That's going to be kind of awkward having them at two different Y values. We'll kind of feel it out as we go, I guess. It's the only true way to do it, right? So what we need to think about is, am I going to build the wall from the bottom up, or should I do it from left to right? I almost feel building it from bottom up would be the easier choice and the correct one. It's awkward because I'm making adjustments to it as I'm looking at it. Now, it's not necessarily going to be me making this an entire passage, but it's going to be a small it's going to be a small alcove, and I might put some extra filigree in there before we seal that over. Here's the problem, though. This has to be the entrance of that, not here, because I don't have, clearance. So that means this has to be like that. There we go. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This really should go one further. Or, better still, we do that. This way they're all uniformly 5 blocks wide. Alrighty. So I'm going to start down here with speed build so that I can have the camera pan all the way up. And away we build.
Ready to work. attacked! Zug zug. Dabu.
So I have a thought, and I don't know how people are gonna feel about it, but I have a thought. I'm gonna make another stack of polished. I know. Everyone grab your torches. And what I'm gonna do is all these blocks here I'm gonna remove. All the way to there. And I'm going to actually replace. Come on. Come on. There it is. With polished all the way over to here. Regular. And then I'm going to dig all the way down as well. And replace with the polished. Like this. I mean, as long as the smell of burnt bagels tortures the children, isn't that all that matters? In the end, isn't torturing the children the most important thing? So that was my thought. What do we think about me having lined that section there with the polished, and then running it in here like there's a support? I almost wonder, should I also then carve a straight line like here? And run polished andesite straight through geometrically like this. So it actually looks like, you know, yeah, supports of, so it looks like the entirety of the wall was worked, and then some of it was further worked to be supportive to the entirety of the wall. I just feel like it makes it look less blah. Just enough for it to have the appearance of being intentional without being too over the top. Yeah, that just looks so much better. And because of the shadows, it almost looks 3D'd ever so slightly, not as much as here, obviously, but it's just enough between the raw basalt to the smooth that it makes these blocks pop out just enough so that you almost have that imagined lip of them being staggered, even though they clearly aren't when you're up close. But when you're far away, it does look like the raw andesite is back ever so slightly because of that hard line there and there on the corners. And I like that. Now I just have to figure out what I'm doing with these alcoves. Not a clue. Not a clue. Those are going to be part of finishing touches later, I think. Because the next thing that is important is to figure out what on earth I am doing all the way down here into what will be the gate into the next chamber, which I have to make bigger. So the question is, we have a spot where I could put one more of these pillars just to expand it out one more, and I'm almost wondering if I should just like take another one of these and let this thing have a large gap and then have one more, because even if I put a pillar somewhere here or something, maybe even a larger version of the same pillar. Or like a grander style pillar that's just holding up the back but still connects right to where that is. I still have to figure out what's going on here and the walls in the back, which I have spent zero thoughts about at this time. I don't know. Fortunately, I have between now and Wednesday to come up with some ideas, don't I? There we go. And I'm finally out of beacon range. So that'll cut here from where the doorway shall be. And I've kind of partitioned this off into section, doorway, back wall, and then whatever I'm doing with those side walls. I suppose the next easiest part is to decide the gate, and then I can build up the back wall based on the gate. And then the back wall will give me ideas for what to do with these sections to join this to whatever that back wall is, and then the floor with whatever's going to fill that space will come last. Yep. That seems like the plan going forward, so that'll be something to research and a person to talk to. Excellent. So, until next time then, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and harassment and annoyance and, making life a lot more fun, even if it sometimes gets annoying, Cuppy. But until the next time, thanks everyone for coming to watch, and bye for now.